This is my 2 cents, and I'm your host, Dr. Tamona Khan. Well, I guess everybody heard what's going on them Navy ships out there in the Indian Ocean. Now, I want to put my 2 cents in on it. Right. Donald Trump and his administration, they did not have a plan. They attacked Iran. I'm going to call them Persia. Let's use the biblical name for them. They attacked Persia, a country that had been around over 10,000 years. They got free health care. They got free education. They got free housing. And it's supposed to be in the American propaganda machine, they're supposed to be backwards. You know, it's stone age. And here come America, 250 years old, going up against a giant like Persia. America got almost 400 million people, and over 300 million is illiterate. If you don't know what that means, straight up dummies. 300 million are dummies. Even the President of the United States and his administration and the billionaires are dummies. They got their money off the back of slavery, came through the lineage from their ancestors. They didn't invent nothing. They didn't build nothing. But they're supposed to be the richest people in the world. So they got them sailors out there, and the sailors, when I was in the military over 50 years ago, the sailors knew how to fix everything on the ship. Anything that break down on that ship, the sailors knew how to fix it. But today, the sailors are not trained to fix nothing on the ship. There are a certain group of shipyard men fly them out there to the ship to fix whatever broke. But by the ship being in a war zone, they cannot take civilians out there to fix anything. So what that means is, what's broke stays broke till they get back to America or till they get to a base out of the war zone. So this is why the toilets are overflowing. They have tanks that hold the body estimates. They call them shit tanks, and like they are almost like septic tanks, but it's on the ship. And once they fill up, they will back up into the toilet. You know, that's it's just the law of gravity. You know, it comes back up once it fills up. So Donald Trump is trying to attack a country that got free education. When you're educated, you're always going to be smarter than the uneducated. And Donald Trump base, the people that put him in, the 77 million, 70 million were uneducated. Can you get where I'm coming from there? Donald Trump got put in office by 77 million Americans. 70 million of the Americans were uneducated. They were very dumb, stupid. They were real stupid. I see Georgia Lynn Preston. How you doing, dear? Welcome to my channel, or my 2 cents. I'm spitting out some knowledge that I know of. But anyway, Donald Trump was put in office by 70 million dummies, uneducated. This is what we're dealing with. See, and an uneducated person, only thing you can get them is hate and bigotry, and that's all they need. They don't need no food. Half of them don't even own cars. Half of them don't even own homes. They living in trailer parks, living up in the mountain, in the hills. They don't even own toilet paper. These are the people that we're dealing with that help put this deranged man into office. So now we goes out there and attack Iran. The United States, using the old-ass weapon system, that goes back goddamn 80 years. They keep talking about World War II, the last man that just died, he was 99, 100. You're throwing, it's America time to get beat up. See, their ancestors attacked people when they first got the bullet and the cannon. While people were still using bows and arrows and rocks and hatchets, America had the bullets. And the white man went around the world and killed everybody. And they still got that mentality. Trump and his ministry killed them 98 million Iranian people there. See, they are vicious. America is vicious. You know what they did to the black man? Whenever you can think of a way to kill a man, white America have done it to the black man. You can't even think of a way to kill anybody. The white America, their ancestors had already done it to the black man. And now they want to do it to the Iranians. But one thing they didn't understand, other people got the gun now. It's no fun when the rabbit got the gun. And this is what they're finding out, that the rabbit got the gun now. Right? And they're finding out that the rabbit has a bigger gun than they got. And this frightens them. Donald Trump, he is a coward. He hid in a catering truck. He talked big. When they assassinated the Iran leader, they told him that America and Israel will try to kill him. You know what this man said? This man said, I'm going to stay home and I'm going to stay with my people. This man was 80-something years old, just like Donald Trump. He wasn't a coward. This Iran leader stood home in his house knowing that America and Israel were going to try to kill him. But he stood there. He stood his ground. And they did kill him. But what about Donald Trump? They put out a false flag that they're going to kill him, and he hides like a wimp. See? And this is one more thing I need to say, too, while I got this on my mind. The Iranian people, they're fighting for their homeland. The American soldier fight for money and something to eat And now that Donald Trump is not feeding them, now you see chaos. Donald Trump knows that if they don't get them sailors back home, them officers is in danger. I guarantee you that the captain, who is an admiral on the Abraham Lincoln, is shaking in his boots. He is not even walking the ship. He is scared. He probably have 30 Marines walking with him through the ship. This man probably told head staff that if you don't get this ship out of here, I'm bringing it back home myself. Them officers on that ship is scared. It's just like in the Vietnam War. The soldier turned on the officers and started shooting the officers in the back. And President Nixon had to do something. And they call it flocking. That the people had a psychological breakdown. That they wanted to shoot the officers. They did not want to shoot. They did not want to shoot the Viet Cong. So that's the same principle. That them officers that's on that carrier, they're scared to death of the men. They scared they may get thrown overboard. See? So this is what we're going through. Americans, the Americans, like, you know, white America been living a lie. They don't know the history because they want to keep them uneducated. Every country in this world knows the real history of the world, except white America. White America do not know the history of the world. Every country. I think you got something like, I don't know, about 80 countries, 88 countries on this planet, and all of them know the history of the world, except white America. And this is how this racism can go from generation to generation by being uneducated. You know, America talked about they Patriot missiles and they weaponry, and they bragged about their weaponry for almost 60 years. Oh, nobody can touch America. We this, we that, we got that Tomahawk. It can ride on it 20 feet off the ground and can't be detected, and it can do this, it can do that. And they say that, you know, the Patriot missile and the Tomahawk, it was designed to shoot down anything traveling up to 25 miles per hour. That's what it was designed for. And they bragged about this for 50 years. So what did our smart Iranians do? Number one, you got to know who the Iranians are. They are the people who invented chess. Chess is strategy. So they know strategy. If you ever played chess, I mean, I'm pretty sure Donald Trump, the 77 million people who voted for this clown, never played the game of chess. Because chess is strategy. That's what chess is, strategy. So them smart Iranians and the Chinese and the Russians, they start making supersonic weaponry that goes up to 10,000, up to 18,000 miles per hour. Well, then now the United States weapons is obsolete because it was only designed to shoot down anything under 2,500 miles per hour. It cannot shoot down something going 18,000 miles per hour. And this is what I'm saying. We never went to the moon. You understand me? Because the United States did not have the technology that move. They talking about they had the space shuttle was going 36,000 miles per hour. Well, if you can make the space shuttle go 36,000 miles per hour, why you can't make your missile system to go that fast? Then you see the lie, you see the contradiction. You see the contradiction that they got to use the Russians and the Chinese rocket system to go up to the space station. They pick up their own men because they rocket system don't work. It never worked. It's just propaganda. But when you're dealing with uneducated people, you can tell them anything. You can tell them anything. Uneducated. See? And they don't have a clue of what's going on. So this is what we're dealing with. You see, that the United States Trump had bit off more than he could chew. He done bit off, they think they the baddest thing in the world. And now they finding out. So me being a black man, I've been told that Iran would get us our respiration. I don't see America having another birthday. I don't see America lasting July the 4th of next year. Mr. Trump got 2 more years before you can do anything about it. I think Trump done bankrupt everything. And the reason why the sailors don't have no food, because Trump and his administration has stole all the money. See, they stole the money and used the war as a distraction. But they thought that, well, this war ain't gonna last about a week, so we can go wipe out Iran, steal the money that we got for the food to feed the military, and we ain't got to worry about it. But what happened? The war went on over 6 months now. There's no money to buy fresh vegetables, no money to buy fresh meat. The sailors are eating bullshit, and the Navy was pride. They was pride on serving the best food in the military. For over 60 years, the Navy bragged about how good they fed their sailors. They fed them better than the Air Force, fed them better than the Marines, fed them better than the Army. The Navy bragged on how good their food was. They chefs won awards. They had a competition of the best chefs in the Navy and all that. But here comes Donald Trump, him and his corrupt regime stole all the money. And now they're finding out that they ain't got no money to buy no food with. And the sailors are revoking. Because America, they fight for money. You understand me? That's all they. And you think you're going to get the sailors to go into the military now with no money? There's no money involved now. These sailors are not, or these Americans is not going to join the military no more. So, this is what's going on. So, this is Dr. Timona Khan. I put my 2 cents in. And please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you'll know when I post another video.